All right, there we go.
Yeah,
So,
and look at the, okay, so basically what you guys missed off the start here is that Aches rocking the OpTic tag because he's the world's worst villain. He actually won one gunfight here, and he has the option of actually pushing in and neutralizing C, which he doesn't want to do because now he's just going to get a two-piece. That's going to be 3 members of OpTic Nation taken out.
Yeah, that's right, and they are going to move in there and get that B control. That will actually be TP in that position. I spoke with TP a little while ago. He said, you know, I'm so confident going into whoever we face off because if it's Octane domination, which is, you know, what the map is, he feels very confident in his objective work, and just with, you know, TP. Oh, never mind. And just with his 3 teammates slaying as much as they can, but TP though, he's got to be able to lock those shots down as that one player manages to get away from this. And it seems like they have pushed up very aggressively though. Look at this setup that they managed to have. I mean, they pretty much have them pincered inside.
Yeah, and the crazy thing about TP here is if you guys are looking to purchase a Scuff gaming controller and TP is your favorite player, he actually uses a medium stick. Some people like the long, some people like the normal, but he goes with the medium because he feels it's more, makes his shot a little more precise, yeah.
Interesting stuff there. So it makes a lot of sense, you know, for TP. He's everyone has their style, you know. I play like 2 cents. I know a lot of people play a little bit higher. Yeah, I play at low cents.
That's because you're old.
That's true. But, you know, I mean, that's just the name of the game here. But it seems like TP and crew are going to be moving in, and they do get that neutralization. They save their flag, and they're just all up in OpTic Nation's face here. And it just seems like no matter what Nation can do, they can't get out of this as they get shut down. But finally, they're going to be able to get their bearings together and capture C after that pressure. But wait, one more time. He got Aches as he manages to find another player. But alas, they were able to make that cap happen.
Yeah, they are just going to continue to push and push and push. And as just look at the minimap here, man, all members of OpTic Nation still on their side. They haven't gotten past the 50-yard line, which is basically going to be B-Dom once this game. And oh my God, Krim is just triple positive, and he is destroying, and he has another member of OpTic Nation coming out.
Just keep him away from those Humvees. Like, he cannot be stopped. That AR is just too strong there. One player creeping around. TP's going to get picked off, but still, Crim6 continuing with this, knowing that players could be pushing around, though they made the call out knowing that he was pushing aggressively on the garage there, so that gives him that chance, and he does get picked off. It's a very weird looking animation there, but now you're starting to see his OpTic Nation is fighting their way out of this one. They are going to have a couple members up. Players dropping left and right. Karma's going to be by himself. What does Karma do here, Gandhi?
I think Karma's just going to, well, he's going to one-shoot that guy in the belly button and almost gets the two-piece there, but ideally, you know, his main job is to take the guy off of broken Humvees, and that guy actually pushed up to hop on B, and now we're seeing his OpTic Nation. They may not be in the best spots, like position-wise on the map for B-Dom, but they are going to be able to crawl back into this one here, as it's going to be about a 60 to 36-point lead here with 2 minutes remaining, which is definitely good. And Krim now is all the way over by the Humvees, and this is, if you're OpTic Nation, your first goal here is to make sure, 1, that they don't get on B, but 2, to get Krim out of their spot.
Yeah, Crim6 here, we just saw what he could do earlier in this matchup. He was just shredding. But they are about to get triple capped, though, if CompLexity is not careful. And it seems like they have managed to stop that. Let's go ahead and jump over to Ricky and the boys and see what they're doing here, as they're going to try and get this control back into it, get these points back into it, because they were down by a substantial amount a little while ago, and they were able to fight their way back and get that beat.
And, you know, Ricky had a very, very big series over there against FaZe Black. I mean, they were down 2-0, and they were able to come back. And this was actually the game 4, and they just kind of beat Cole, I think, or Cole. They beat FaZe Black by, I think, about 25 to 30 points, and they had a very good showing. And Embo's really going to rhythm as he gets a huge 3-piece. Pulling through the 4-piece. Oh, he ran out of ammo.
St. Devil May Cry. You're going to run out of ammo eventually. My goodness, that was a great
Look at the score,
play.
too, man. It was 60 to like 30, and now with that neutralization of OpTic Gaming, or OpTic Nation, really showing some life here.
Yeah, it's going to take a little bit to get used to with that, but my goodness, it seems like Ricky just could not close down those shots. 40 seconds remaining on the clock, 10-point lead here in favor of CompLexity, but they had a substantial point lead and end up giving it up. Now be in mind that, you know, they are going to end up losing A here, and they cap it. That's going to prompt 2 members of CompLexity to have to double back and make something happen here. Ricky will be, you know, be red, so he will get dropped, but that is going to be time ticking down. 9 points now, and I got to give it to OpTic Nation. What looked like a disaster was, you know, something they were able to bounce back from.
Yeah, they did an excellent job there. I mean, that's the one thing about this team that you can never count out. I mean, it's Killa and Miracles. And the one thing I was telling everyone here is, I said, Miracles teams, with the exception of Philly, every team he's been on, he hasn't had that confidence in his step that we saw at the beginning of Black Ops 2. And now he's finally feeling confident with his team. And when you have a confident Miracles, you don't want him to do all the smart plays. You just want him to kill things.
Yeah.
You just want him to kill things, and with Killa calling the shots here, it's going to be good for him.
Yeah, and it's quite interesting because you could check back at home.
See, there was OpTic Ricky.
Oh, yeah, yeah. So it seems like Killa is going to be Ricky Rose.
How dare he?
How dare he confuse us?
Yeah, I don't know who he thinks he is, but anyways, we're going to start this one off with Aches, who's decided to run the AR here on Octane for his team. I wonder if Crim's going to be doing the exact same thing. They may be doing the 2 AR setup here, and yeah, sure enough, he is. So Crim now going to be pushing up, has one guy in front of him, and he's going to be taken out right away. And OpTic Nation sending 3 guys out. And that is it. Oh, wow, they did 3 AR start here.
Yeah, they did.
Complexity. That's unusual.
Interesting. I think they're going to really rely on TP to try and get there and make the objectives happen, but there is going to be some pressure over by B from Karma, finding one. That's going to be a kill, and that will be in time before that cap was able to take place there. One more player for OpTic Nation will be in the vicinity as CompLexity looking to stop them at B, but there will be no one in the area that can make that stop happen, at least not right now, as OpTic Nation will get control of B.
Yep, and now Karma is going to position himself up here on the top pawn, and he's got one guy coming out bottom hotel, but he has 3 guys coming over to the left. There's one. Will he be able to spot this head? And he is. That is a huge 2-piece. Will it be a 3-piece? The other guy's coming out. Oh! Almost a 4-piece there as his teammate's able to clean up the last one. And now Miracles is the only hope for OpTic Nation, and he's going to push up. This is a very dangerous position if you are OpTic Nation.
Yeah, and you just got to assume that you're going to have that one player pushing out of the club there, and that's exactly what happened. Killa was actually going to be that player. But just look at that control that they have managed to get, at least with Karma pushing out. But bear in mind, though, I mean, they weren't able to get there in time to stop those kills from happening. But Karma, they have no idea that he's going to be popping up behind them. And he's just going to run away from this one, just continuously apply this pressure. This is just great plays for them.
Well, he's about to be cleaned up here from the side as one member of OpTic Nation should be coming around here. He has one guy here, and he's going to be cleaned up. That's a big neutralization here. Now Crim gets to have his way with this guy up here. And no, never mind. Miracles with the fast knife. The butcher.
Knife to the chest, and it seems like CompLexity's TP now, of course, doing the same thing that you expect to see. I always like, it's just common knowledge. You just want to send someone over to the, to that flag. You want to be able to get that neutralization. But beyond that, too, I mean, pin them back inside of their club. That's what it really is all about.
Being trapped back strip is a nightmare, especially when you have guys with all these head glitches.
That's a triple cap, by the way, for CompLexity.
Oh, TP has one, and you switched off of him. How dare you?
I'm sorry, but there was just a lot of activity going on in the middle. I am so sorry about that, guys. TP's going to be the last person left alive. I know.
Well, there's going to be 2 members of OpTic Nation hopping on B, and they're going to be coming out of, oh God, 2 of them are going to be taken out by Earthquakes, a.k.a. Eggs. God, I really got to stop reading what's on screen.
Yeah, it's just the names, man. That's what Eggs says. He just tries to mess us up, But taking a look at what's going on here, I mean, you can just clearly see, like, CompLexity, just the way that they're handling themselves on the map. And OpTic Nation, though, knowing that they are going to get this A control, but it is actually going to get neutralized, though. C, obviously, CompLexity will go back and get it, but Killa, as he advances forward with that AR, he gets caught walking. And just looking at what OpTic Gaming or OpTic Nation needs to do here, the pressure is on. Honestly, they're down by a lot, but we saw this same thing happen earlier as well.
Yeah, and within the final 90 seconds here almost, Alex, this is going to be a little bit scary. OpTic Nation really needs to hop on a B flag, and they're losing A right now. They cannot just not get anything going, and it's partly because they have no direction. Right now they're spawning in strip, and they're just kind of frantically running. Like, look, they just spawned basically in front of the motel, and they had no idea what to do. So they all just decided to go A, which is good. It's better to do something as a team than do nothing at all.
Yeah, but the problem is that every single time that they go in to try and make a cap happen, they get caught off the sprint, and then they end up getting taken out. Embos is going to get taken out there from a grenade from TP. That was going to be a Semtex there, and with a lot of points there on the board, about 50 plus. I mean, this is pretty much going to be curtains at this point. I just don't see them being able to come back from this one.
No, that's not happening. It's actually mathematically impossible as well. So CompLexity will be able to take game number 1 here versus OpTic Nation, as we are just going to watch as Ricky tries to shoot his way out there, and Aches is just going to shoot him in the face.
Yeah, well, he does manage to find Ricky, and like you said, I mean, it's just, it's mathematically impossible, but I mean, the way that they came out here in this Octane Dom, I mean, my goodness, like just the pressure they applied, getting that triple cap early, that was just some splendid play from them. With the last 23 seconds winding down here, CompLexity will take game number 1. We have, let me see, what's our next map? I think it's Warhawk Search.
Maybe.
I'm correct? I think it's Warhawk Search.
It sounds about right.
Yeah.
Warhawk Search is definitely going to be an interesting one here. We saw as OpTic Nation was able to actually crush on that game type. So definitely going to be one of their favorites going in here. They beat FaZe Black in that in Game 5. They were up 4-0. They managed to let FaZe Black come back 4-4, and then they closed out 6-4. So they're going to feel a little bit confident here, but this one was just a whooping.
Yeah. A slobber knocker.
A slobber knocker, yeah.
Yeah, and CompLexity.
If they played it yet this weekend, but obviously, you know, this team's going to be very, very good at search and destroy. But as we go ahead and kick this one off here, we're going to start off with Ricky Rose, who's apparently the rapper named Rick Ross.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Rappers.
Yeah.
You know, I couldn't have sound more corny saying that. And you know what's sad? Like, you know, I come from a neighborhood where this that kind of stuff
you
is
should
very.
know this.
Yeah,
I shouldn't.
You know, I'm New York and I'm a Bronx boy in many other aspects, but not in a lot. So, you know, it's just, you know, it is what it is.
Oh,
wow.
Man, he wishes he had that opportunity back. So now taking a look at the defensive setup here, we are going to see as CompLexity is going to push up into the mid. That's going to be TP and Krim striking blood. And now down goes Karma here. Killa gets one. He's going to have a second guy mid-red. And, that's a big battle. He has just a laser right now.
Killa, great play out of him. He's waiting. Of course, that bomb is going to be down. And I don't know if CompLexity knows that it's there.
They do. I'm pretty sure they do.
Yeah, perhaps they do. Packing up.
Oh my God.
Surely,
that is so scary.
That was really scary.
Well, here comes the bomb plan, and Embos is actually going to bait the bomb carrier here. So I actually really like this play. And the bomb goes down here, and now what is Killa and Embos going to do? Money B looking to even things up. He's going to be taken out right away. It is all up to Killa.
Let's see what he's going to do. Going red 2, obviously, and I like that position. I believe that was actually going to be TP. Who's running around. No, I'm sorry, that's Crim6, who ran all the way back bottom beer. And he is just going to wait to see if that one player is going to check the bomb site. You know, if the...
my
wow.
TP just ripped his hopes and dreams and flushed him down a toilet.
That was a great shot from TP, and that's pretty much going to lock down the first round of play here for CompLexity, as it seemed like CompLexity was going to take that round. They ended up taking 2 players down right away. That was actually Miracles and Ricky who went down. But then after that, it seemed like, you know, oh, wait a minute, Killa's answering back. He's getting 2 kills. Like, it's 2v2. And then just CompLexity just absolutely, you know, just outplayed in that situation. And there was not much more he could do. He just looked up and shot, you know.
Yeah, that's all she wrote. Notice how TP actually switched over to the Remington here. Now, the reason why he actually prefers going with the Remington on defense is because he feels like he gets a little bit antsy when he's on defense with a sub. So just a personal preference here.
Interesting.
That's all. Yeah. I know.
Actually, I could totally see that. I mean, you know, everyone gets a little antsy with a sub from time to time, but they know that call-out's going to be coming from Owens. I think he got a hit marker with that one, but he is going to have to back up on this. And, you know, with that bomb in hand, just navigating the left side, this is dangerous territory because he's going to be playing the forward position with this bomb.
See if Karma's sniping for me real quick, and then we'll come right back to Teep. Yep,
he's sniping.
And we missed it. God,
yep,
Alex!
That was your fault. You said the sentence way too late.
You should have checked at the beginning.
I'm so sorry about that.
Well,
Please forgive me.
Karma's going to make this a 3-on-3, making the attack a little bit easier. He's just trying to gain any kind of... What the hell kind of angle is he going for here? That is... If he hits that shot, I will get Karma's name tattooed on my thigh.
Okay. I'm interested to see if that would actually be a thing. But Miracles takes out Aches, and Karma... No, that pistol's not going to work again there. And TP's going to get cleaned up there by Killa. 1-1 in the count here. OpTic Gaming, OpTic Nation. That's going to take a while.
It's going to be impossible.
Yeah.
Well, look at Killa. That's a big round for him. He's got 3 kills, 1 death, and 1 plant. He's really doing everything he can, and all those search and destroys. And I got to say, that break that Killa took after COD Champs, and he was just kind of running around and doing search and destroys, probably helped him mentally more than any other player, period.
Yeah, it did. It did. I agree with you on that one. And it seems like he found the fun again as well, which I think is also important. I mean, you know, Killa, if you guys ever know, I mean, he's in it to win it, period. I mean, that's Killa. But the thing about him is also just he's the kind of guy that, you know, he's a fun-loving guy, you know. And if he's just not having fun with it, he's just not going to want to do it, period.
Oh, for sure.
He's a very, you know, very committed into that mindset of his, which I don't blame him at all.
Yeah, my favorite thing about Killa is You know, he was at the blackjack table, or the roulette table, and Aches was betting against him every single time. Not betting against, but, you know, kind of picking the opposite. If Killa went black, he would go red, and Killa kept losing to Aches, and he was like, can I beat you in something? This is getting ridiculous.
That was actually really funny. Yeah, Aches actually talked to me about that. He was, like, so happy. He's like, I totally made Killa lose so much money. But let's see here. The bomb is going to be down, and they see it. They clearly see it. Crim6 sees. Oh, wow. And it seems like they ended up losing 2 in a row there, and that was just at the same exact time. Crim6, though, with that final, he ends up seeing him right underneath that train and picks him off with a hip-fire MTAR there right through the wood planks, the wood bridge. Good plays there from CompLexity as they take the defensive side.
Aches with the most, I don't even know what to say. That was a terrible attempt at putting on a jacket. Just awful.
Yeah, well, Aches with the most, you know, pain in the neck, you know, play style of the world. I don't know. That's just what I'm going to go with. I just
look at this. Look at this. We're going to see the old school OpTic 3-man in red here, and then he's going to go for the bank grenade. He should be able to get one, but Ricky's going to push up. Oh, the 2-piece.
Nice 2-piece grenade there, leaving Karma by himself. This is not good.
This is quite the predicament. So Karma bomb down, going to be out in front of red. I can't believe they're not running blast shields on Freight Search and Destroy, especially going up against OpTic Nation. That seems to be a no-brainer going up against OpTic Nation. But down he goes, and that's going to be all tied up 2-2.
Yeah, defense seems to be, you know, capitalizing quite a bit here, you know. And just to look at that.
Oh, my God, Bose was just ready for it.
Yeah, he was ready for that push up top.
Your old teammate.
Yeah.
Your old teammate.
I don't want to say that all the time. But that was a long time ago, you know.
It was last week.
Yeah, terrible. So now, with this said, is CompLexity just going to take another defensive round? I mean, it just seems to be going back and forth on
I don't know. I actually do enjoy starting off with defense, though. As a spectator, to be honest, because I find it just so there's the first one, and he does have a guy popping up bottom white, and there's going to be a guy bottom fire. He's going to be cleaned up as well. This is going to be a 4-on-2 scenario. There's one guy bottom bar, and we got a sneaky sneaker sitting here. Is that Killa? Of course it's Killa pulling full flank. Of course it is.
Yeah, well, I'll keep it highlighted and see if he's going to make any moves, but I don't know. He knows that he's there. But, never mind. That's going to be Aches with a stop it. Oh, no! Never mind.
Okay, thank God.
That would not have been good. That would not have been good for anyone.
Oh, man. I wanted to see how TP saw this.
Yeah.
Oh, he jumped right over him. He was like, you know what, this is my kill.
Yeah, right. He just totally stole that from him. But then again, though, Karma, I mean, there's always a chance you're just not going to hit that.
Yeah,
scope,
I agree.
You know?
I agree.
All right, so going to the next round of play.
Let's jump on board with OpTic real quick. Let's see let's see what Miracles is going to be doing here.
Okay, sounds good.
Miracle is going to be pushing up here and taking a look. They are going to do at least 2 guys into red, which is going to be just 1. So I actually like this. And Miracle is going to call the audible, pull out the hybrid scope because he feels like they're going to run smokes. But sadly for him, there is going to be an underground push, and I don't think he's aware of it. And so there's a guy directly underneath him. Miracles, unless he has a spidey sense, is going to be taken up by Aches here in a matter of seconds. And surprise!
Yep, there you go. And Aches, great read there from him. And he is just going to, very angry at that.
Yeah, he's vandalizing the property.
Yeah, but here's the thing, right? Look at those orange arrows. Look at the way they focus themselves, right? They all just turn their attention waiting for any players to move at the cross, and that kind of puts TP in a bad position. I mean, at that point, do you feel, and Ricky ends up taking out Crim6, do you feel like you just kind of, oh, wait a minute, this is scary stuff here. TP's going to have to back up from this. He's going to need his teammates big time. That call-out has certainly been made, and now I expect to see at least one orange arrow shifting focus over, or one the orange arrow shifting focus, but they were able to pick up 1 kill, and that's going to be another one as well. Ricky with a stop there on Aches. And
1v3. TP has 1. He is going to be looking for the other 2, and he has 17 seconds here. He's going to be booking it to be. This is wild. This is wild. He has to win this one-on-one. Oh, God, he's going to go for it. He's going for it.
Yeah, and he is going to turn around, and he is going to get picked off there. There's not much more words can actually say in that one. You just got to kind of let it play itself out. 3-3. Yet again, defense wins.
Taking a look here, and just good shots there by Embos. Embos had just a spidey sense that entire time.
Yeah, he really did. The one what Miracles did not have on that flank.
Yeah, no. That was, it's tough because, Miracles, when you're in the middle of Owens, you can't hear that gate get opened. Yeah, it doesn't matter. You just won't hear it.
And he lucked out with that, you know what I mean?
He really did.
With that flank, but they did not luck out in that round. So that pretty much seals the deal there. Those smokes, so coming into the center, you got yourself a two-man push on the left. Let's actually go to the attacking side and see what's going on with this red push as you're seeing Ricky getting taken out. And now it's going to be Killa, Embos, Miracles, Killa with the bomb. So let's see how he's going to play this one out, but he's going to have a teammate there for the pickup on Karma. Crimsix, on the other hand, he picks off Killa, and we're at a 2v3 here, and Embos is pushing up Lumber.
Embos this is a very interesting scenario for him because, you know, the bomb is down, and he's going to choose to go around to Owens, and he is going to meet a guy here top fire, but I don't even think he's going to challenge him. Spots one. Oh, no!
He's been identified, though, and
That's not good.
No, he'll win this gun battle if he's he should theoretically win it.
Oh my God! This is like, it's like watching the Blair Witch Project with his screen right now.
Yeah, like he should. Oh man, if he would have challenged that again, like obviously he would have won it. But that was just some slick plays there from TP. Just getting away from that one, sliding down the staircase like Jean-Claude Van Damme, and then just coming around the side and hiding out in the corner. Who would have expected that?
I love the slide.
Yeah.
Jean-Claude Van Damme, great reference, by the way.
Yeah.
That's one of those good ones where you just like acknowledge it. You're like, yeah, that was good.
Good stuff.
But I think the slide is basically innate in Call of Duty from now on. Like,
really?
I love the slide. Do you like it?
Oh no, I actually am a big fan of it. I like the dolphin dive quite a bit, though. I mean, it always made flight caps that much better. And I would love to see like a dude dolphin dive into a portal on Blitz. I think that would just be hilarious to watch. But seems like that you know, coverage is going to get a little blurred there. Of course, I highly doubt anyone is running you know, no incog. So.
Yeah, no. If you're throwing smokes and you don't have incog and search and destroy, you're lost.
Well, wait a minute though. Look at what's going on. And Bowles is going to get picked off. That's crazy. They're going to get that bomb down real quick.
Oh, no.
And Aches is able to take out one, but he gets picked off. That's going to leave Ricky alone here, having to make a play happen. He's going to go in for it.
This is crazy.
They're going to have to check. I mean, of course, they have to know that he's going to do it. And there you go. So that's going to seal the deal on the attacking side. I think that's like the first attack round win that we've seen in quite a while. I think that was the first one we've seen, period. In this matchup. I'm not, you know what, I could be brain farting, but we've been seeing a defense dominate this particular game here, and now they're 1 round away from going up 2-0 in this series. Let's actually jump and it seems like we ended up losing one of the complexity guys here.
Are they going to play this 5-on-3?
No. They would have to end it. It seems like we ended up losing one of the guys, perhaps. So, yeah, I mean, that's unfortunate. So there you go. It's going to end 5-3.
5-3 here, and they're going to be on defense. So when we second level Owens and never mind.
No, he's actually going to go right on top of the dump and just watch and see if anyone's going to push up. I'll go ahead and slap on the Oracle mode and see what we can find. If anyone pushes up, look, you can actually see those 2 players there. But Aches is immediately going to get that first blood, and Karma is going to switch over to a different sniper here. And
that is called having class set up. That's going to be 3 members down here.
Such a nerd.
Right. He is just one big
Such
dweeb.
a tryhard. Yeah. So now with OpTic Nation losing, wow, great shot there. That's going to be 1 remaining. That will be Ricky by himself, 1v4. He's going to find 1 player, and he can't do it, as CompLexity will shut it down right there with a win of 6-3.
Yeah, that was a very huge round here, and that's for everyone who's going to their first tournament, or just competing still. That is why you set up your classes. That is why you take your time to set up your classes for Search and Destroy. You don't want to just make it and be like, okay, I just want 1 sniper, which a lot of people do. So seeing this was definitely beneficial for them. And
Crimsix there, the robot, he gets taken out, and just not enough there. And it was a good attack. They ended up getting 3 down right away, but they just couldn't seem to make anything happen after that.
And now Karma pushing up here. And if you look at the mini-map, notice how OpTic Nation was able to stop that attempt of CompLexity. And now Karma's going to push up, has 1. Will he make it a 2-piece? And he, no, he doesn't.
Yeah, you said you were going to say he does.
I was.
You jinxed him.
I really was.
But now TP, of course, on the move. And, you know, with TP playing the objective role, you always got to expect big things. Aches, of course, clearing it out. And that's going to be a cap there for CompLexity as they're able to net 1 against OpTic Nation. You have 2 members there that are pulling donuts right now, Miracles and Ricky. They are struggling quite a bit. Meanwhile, you have Crimsix, who's 6-2, finally getting picked off there. Aches is 5-1. I mean, they're just playing phenomenal here.
Well, there's 1. I thought TP was going to let that guy go, and he's going to challenge it. He gets the 2-piece. There is going to be no other member around here, and he's going to get another cap. That is a very early slide there, a premature slide, if you will.
Okay, but you see, when I was talking with Mud Dog earlier, he was like, sometimes, you know, like, there's just no point in turning around. You know, you just got to let it go and just continue to focus on pushing the left lanes. But it's only in those instances, and this is where you got to keep track of, like, who's going to be around where. You have to keep track of this. Otherwise, it's, you know, you could end up getting, you know, like maybe 2 caps on there. And
he mantled.
So I ended up learning that when you mantle, you actually gain accuracy when you mantle, from what I understand. So
hit the baby out the house.
Yeah, so I heard that a while ago. I don't know if that still is true because of all the updates and everything like that. But you know, yeah, I mean, he mantled and he ended up getting the kill. You know, that wouldn't happen in Gears. Oh no. But then in case CompLexity looking great, but let's go ahead and check out what's going on here. We have Ricky, who is 0-7. He is pulling a donut right now.
That's not going to get it done. He's going to have a guy pushing up here, and he's going to lose that battle as well. Jumping over here to Embo's Money B. Just trying to get things started for you and me.
Looking for maybe looking for an opportunity in a career at Dunkin' Donuts. I don't know.
Oh, no.
But, oh, my goodness. Embos gets taken out. That's going to be 2 players down. And, I mean, Aches, they're just slaying him. Ricky's 0-9 here. Is just continuing this control, and they scored again, so 5-0 here for CompLexity. Killer gets picked off again. I got to stick with Ricky to see if he's going to find something, and he does. Oh, he gets an assist.
There's going to be a guy over to his right, and oh no, down he goes. We're going to jump on board with Embos, who was able to stop that guy. But notice the mini-map, man. Every single time, CompLexity is able to just keep pushing up these lanes. And it's very difficult as Karma just headshots Embos, giving him a new set of grills.
Yeah, I mean, Money B, you know, looking for those platinum grills.
Yeah, well, he got one.
Yeah, he did.
He got a bullet in the teeth.
But you have Killer pushing up here on Diner, and he knifes him right to that heart. Stings. But you know, I wanted to make a reference to Maven there real quick, but I decided not to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he doesn't need a reference anyways. He's old. Oh, man, Killer's going to be put on his back here, and now Embos has a straight shot. And
that's
just
going to
like
be the first one?
That's going to be their first cap. OpTic Nation showing a little bit of life here. And Embos, if he gets rolling, man, things can go according to plan. He's basically the captain of this team. If he can get them kind of talking and everything, we can see a big comeback here. But they really need to start accounting for every member because CompLexity's behind them again.
Yeah, that's right. And they need to be careful about this because every single time they cap, they just cap
and another one.
Trade.
And another member of CompLexity is getting ready to cap as well. So Embos is really putting everything into this one. He's going to be taken down. And now CompLexity is going to get yet another cap. This is 8-2 with 45 seconds remaining, and Miracles is just going to get wiped off the map as well. So this is not looking good if you are an OpTic Nation fan.
Yeah, and 39 seconds on the clock. Ricky moving forward, 1 by Semi. Now, of course, advancing forward on the right. Call-out has been made. He's red, so chances are he wasn't going to be able to win that gun battle. But we'll go ahead and check out what's going on with CompLexity here for that second half of play. TP and friends just doing the work as usual. And it's, oh my goodness.
That
actually
could have been ugly.
Switch over to Aches here because him, you know, Crim6 and Karma are just doing what they need to do. Meanwhile, TP, of course, playing that objective role, and Aches that hybrid of just being a total dominating slayer and playing the objective.
Does he know that there's a guy in the back corner? And he does, and he's able to, almost. Doesn't have the quickest. He doesn't have the quickest draw on this Warhawk, I'll tell you that much.
Oh, look at you. Yeah. Look at you. But you know what, though? They were able to get that cap at the end of that round. Yeah. TP couldn't stop it, so that means it's going to be a 4-point lead. What, you know, I mean, every single point counts going into the half.
Absolutely.
You know, you never want to say like, all right, you know, whatever, it's like 5 seconds remaining, I'm not going to, you know, if I'm there, I'm not going to bother to cap, you know. You always want to make sure that that happens.
Yep, so 8-4 here. This is very, very doable for the OpTic Nation, and now we're going to see as CompLexity is going to be attacking Antique this time around, and OpTic Gaming will be, or OpTic Nation. So frustrating.
It's going to take a little while. It's going to take a little. Oh, so what is going on?
Yep, I've had the same thing happen to me.
What is going on? My controller is messed up. I apologize, guys.
What did you do?
I don't know, but my controller just decided not to work anymore, so I will just be using...
right trigger?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's...
There you go.
You'll see. It should... There we go. Okay, whew. Was a little worried there for a moment, but with that said, CompLexity was able to cap early, making it 9-5. It's going to be a 5-point lead yet again for CompLexity. They just continue to add on to it, and so they just keep that lead extended. But now you have OpTic Nation answering back. 2 players down, though. Aches is going to find one. That's going to leave the backfield clear. Never mind.
Ooh,
as you're going to see,
that guy got a nice spawn.
Yeah, great spawn there. And there's going to be Crim6 actually. Will be taking out one. Miracles.
That was set.
great use of the Semtex because he put that one there. He was like, you know what? He's either going to rotate around or just run through the Semtex.
Exactly.
And one way or another, he was going to get that pick. So smart play out of Miracles here as we're on board with Killa.
Oh, Killa with a big gun battle there. He hit him with the double back, which is something we don't see very often, and it actually really catches a lot of players off guard. So now Miracles is going to be pushing up on the left side. Right now, according to the minimap, he will only have one engagement right away, and that's going to be Aches, and now there will be another player here as his gets scored on again. So they're not accounting for all the Complexity members, and look at this. We have another one just kind of rotating in. That is going to be a dagger. And
that's TP who ended up getting that cap. But Miracles and friends can continue to push up here on the left side, and American side, most importantly, as they see 2 down. But that's going to be one clutch, and it seems like they do manage to get that one score, but not enough. Close, but no cigar there as Aches is going to get taken out too, and waiting for that goal to come up, and
Money B!
He is going to be able to get that one back over to OpTic Nation here with 3 minutes left on the clock. Pressure will be on them as they're going to be down by 4 yet again. This is what they were down by at the start of the game. No one really pushing up as they're going to have full control of the map. Embo's now making his way bottom. Gina finding one. Nothing from there. He will have a teammate there for the response. That will be Ricky. Miracle flying in. Not going to happen. One more player bottom. Gina. That will be Ricky again. He saved it before, but can he keep it going? Of course, they got to watch out for those grenades there. And as soon as he came out, he ended up getting knifed. And you know, they do manage to get that defense. That will actually be Killa with the stop, and Embos and crew are just going to continue to advance on forward, but Miracles will get picked off here, or maybe not.
And look at this. We do have yet another sneaker here. So members of Complexity are saying, look, I'm going to get a cap. You guys are going to have to deal with the assault of OpTic Nation, but we're going to be able to continue to hold this 5-cap lead as Miracles is able to take that battle. Final 2 minutes here in regulation as Miracles is going to throw one, and he's going to be cleaned up from the side here. We are going to jump on board with Killa and see what exactly they plan on doing. It's a 2-on-4 as it stands.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. It's going to be really tough, but, totally doable here. 1 minute, 47 seconds left on the clock. Killa pushing up on the American side, and Complexity, they are aware that they have to stop that lane. They have no bodies over there, and Rick, he got Killa pushing up. This nade could connect, and it could be dirty, and he manages to get one.
Right in the corner pocket.
He's going to be red, and that's the problem, right? When you're red like that, it's just hard to be able to win those gun battles.
For sure.
You could just get hit with like 1 or 2 bullets at that point, and it's pretty much done for you. There is going to be actually one player pushing up again for OpTic Nation, and that will be Miracles, but he gets stopped, and it just seems like Complexity have created like an iron curtain, and they're just not letting anyone go in there.
Iron Curtain. I like that.
Yeah, it's a little Cold War reference.
Yeah, I know. The USSR, man. I'm with it.
Yeah, the red colors are red, why not?
I get it. I understand. They would definitely be communists, too.
Oh, Ace?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, he is as fascist as it gets.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. We got to be careful, by the way. Public broadcast, we say that about someone. That's not good. So you got Killa pushing up here with the last 45 seconds remaining. They are going to be down by 5. If they get this cap right now, perhaps, but no. They are not going to be able to make this cap happen.
Nope.
They are going to be down by 5. It will be mathematically impossible now for OpTic Nation to be able to come back into this game here. The damage was done at the start of the game. They were up by 4, and then Complexity were just able to stop any kind of attack that OpTic Nation threw at them. And every time they capped a goal, Complexity was right back with one of their own.
But you know what, man? A big round of applause here for OpTic Nation. They lost round 1. And even though they're considered basically, kind of a B team, to put on the performance they did to show that resiliency, like Killa and Miracles, they've been trying to find their footing in Call of Duty guys.
I don't consider Nation to be a B team.
Well, no, I know, but I'm saying like public persona of it. I mean, it's definitely a big win for them both,
I get it, though.
Personal achievement-wise, it is huge for Killa and Miracles to kind of get back up on this stage. And, Ricky as well. Ricky didn't make COD champs either. So those 3 players really are happy to be here back in the top 4. But unfortunately, this is going to be one of the last times until MLG Season 2's